Thank you very much for arriving into this space. For this to be truly enjoyable for me, I'm going to imagine that you and every single other viewer of this video is here in this space. I'm gonna kind of look around as if I'm looking into one of those really beautiful orchestra halls, and maybe my management team has booked this beautiful space for me to sit on a couch and truly connect with the entire room. So if you're here and you stick around, I have an entire heart full of gratitude to expose to you. I want to show you that it's here, and if you're open to receive it, then it's yours. It's everyone's. I love sharing my heart with the people that are close to me, and I hope that if you're here on my YouTube channel, you're someone that's truly close to me. I had something very painful happen in the community that I've been building. I feel like this community started with the meeting of one of my very best friends around the month of December, this past December of 2023. I met someone truly special and truly influential on my journey progressing. I don't know if you've ever met someone like that before, but they come into your life and it just seems like they know what you're capable of. It seems like they see something in you that you have seen in yourself, but it's that piece of you that others have denied. And suddenly, after going through all the rejection and denial and outcasting, someone is coming in and saying, oh, I see this part of you, and I actually want to experience this part of you. I appreciate this part of you. And the part of me that was being appreciated, honestly, it feels like a lot of different parts of me were being appreciated by this individual. And this person, you might know who they are. They create YouTube videos, and they're I don't know if I should be mentioning their YouTube name in this video. Maybe it'll end up in the comments of the video. I feel like right now might not be like the best time to reveal their identity, but if they want to be seen, and if that's okay, then maybe it will end up in the comments of the video. I'll text them about it, but we might just keep it a mystery. I don't know. If you've met me outside of YouTube, you might know who I'm talking about. But anyways, this person and I share dreams of connection. This person and I also relate. I think a lot of you that are here watching this video might relate to this as well. We both were not appreciated for who we truly were as children. When we were experiencing childhood, we were not appreciated for who we truly were, and we changed ourselves. We acted according to the preferences of those around us. And now in our adult life, we look back with sadness. We look back with regret because we wish we would have been open to be seen as we were, and been okay with being judged, and been okay with being the receiver of a false story. My false story, I'm gonna get specific and I'm gonna get vulnerable. My false story was that I was anorexic, and I've never experienced anorexia. I've never struggled with that. I actually struggled with binge eating as a college student because the voices of the bullies and the voices of you're too skinny, you need to gain weight were so loud that I found myself having issues with and I'm sorry, this might be sensitive to some viewers. You might want to click off the video if it's, not helping you to hear a story like this. But maybe it is helpful for you to hear a story like this. Maybe you get connection out of hearing what others have experienced in their lives. And I don't plan on going too deep into it. I kind of just want to generalize it at this point and just say I was made to be a person that I was not. There was a story about me living in the minds of the people around me that were not true, and that pain is a specific type of pain in the human experience. You can feel the presence, for me anyways, I feel it when people have stories about me in their mind, and it scares me so much to be around people that might think things of me that aren't necessarily true, or maybe they hear something about me and they store it in their mind and they keep it, and it's constantly being projected onto me that I'm expected to show up in this certain way. I'm expected to be this certain type of person, but I'm not. It's terrifying. So one thing that I do regret, and I do have some regrets, because I think that who I really am is fabulous and wonderful. And in my high school years, I put on a persona that I'm not proud of. And I want to go slow as I talk, because sometimes I'm focused on how I'm feeling when I'm telling stories. Sometimes when I'm sharing, I'm focused on what's working for me and what feels good for me. Like right now, that's where I am. But moments ago, I was in your mind picturing how you were receiving the story, thinking, okay, I need to tell more information so they understand. But then I came back to me and I found myself feeling abandoned. And I was like, wait, I'm completely abandoning myself, forgetting how I feel about my story being told for the sake of being understood. Being understood has meant so much to me. Being understood has been something that I've put in a higher priority than being comfortable. I've put being liked and doing what others want to do ahead of my own safety, ahead of my own peace. And that has been a really high price for me to pay. So as I show up today, I look deeper and deeper within. These videos are great practice for me, a great way for me to really come home to myself, and I truly would love to have some kind of world tour. I picture myself in that career category as a comedian, except you guys wouldn't be laughing. I don't know, maybe there'd be some funny parts of an evening with me, but it would be an evening of connection and an evening of getting to know one another. And this vision of mine, this desire of mine, it's showed up as YouTube videos. Some of you might know I've wanted to be a YouTuber since the year 2017, so snapping, clapping, cheering for dreams coming true, celebrating myself, letting that vibration come up, okay? I wanted to make a video tonight because, first of all, I wanted to do something that making videos, just every time I make one, it seems to make me feel better than when I started. Like, it just seems to bring good feelings to me. I seem to enjoy the sound of my own voice. I seem to be comfortable with speaking. I seem to grow through my speech, especially when I do listen to my videos, sometimes I'm like, I just gotta post this, I can't even watch this myself. But other times I do watch the videos and I get to see myself in new ways, which is cool. I get out of my head when I'm on camera, and it's nice. It's nice to be present with the body and be creating an experience for myself and for you. So thank you for enjoying this experience. I feel like a question you might have on your mind is, and you might not even care, like I've heard from some of you that I can just show up and talk about whatever I want and you like don't even care, and that is so refreshing. I feel like that might be who's meant to find my videos because of the traumatic experiences I've lived through. For someone to say, you know, just show up and just be who you want to be and feel how you want to feel and make what you want to make, and like I'll be here, that feels so safe to me. And I don't kind of hold an attachment to that, because like it's beautiful to say something like that, but I think there are some things that, you know, I'm not even gonna go there, but I know what people are trying to give me, and it's great. It's great to be given a safe space. It's great to be given a loving, listening ear, and to know that not only am I supported in doing what I want to do, okay, because you're here right now. Like the fact that you showed up to listen to this means that, to me, I mean, I don't know what it means, because like I'm talking about how painful it is for people to make stories up about you, so I don't want to make up any stories about you. I don't know why you're watching this. I don't know what you're up to. As someone that is highly intuitive, and like I've come on here, maybe you've seen some of my readings. I've been able to just read people through the screen. That is interesting. Like I definitely believe in those non-physical, timeless beings, whether they're archangels or intergalactic beings. Like they're around us, our past on loved ones. So like if I'm connecting with someone's passed on loved one, they can tell me, you know, what you're going through in another space and another time as you're watching this, so I can like receive that information as I'm creating. And wow, I like that we ended up on this path, because this is one of my greatest struggles. Do I show up and talk about the truth of the state of my mind and my mental health? Do I show up and share some of the deeper truths of what my mind goes back to, what my mind visits throughout my day, and how it does make me wonder if I'm meant to seek out help with that, or if I'm meant to just be an incredible artist, and these moments of time that are visiting and coming up to the surface of my current moment, you know, I'm present in that moment too, and because I still have presence there, because I still have connection there, I can create from that space, if that makes sense. Like, if I'm having a memory come up about, like, I can see myself in college right now. I can see myself in the bedroom of the apartment that my parents were renting for me, feeling like a prisoner to their dream because it wasn't mine to stay at that university. I felt completely unvaluable and unseen and in the wrong place at the wrong time. And I had no idea how to do something on my own, especially something that went against my parents' wishes. So that's an example. You know, I have that, and then I also have my ability to kind of see into your mind and see into your life because of my connection. And like, I can literally feel the other side being like, no, don't doubt yourself. Don't feel like you need to use your gifts just because you have them. Like, this is what I'm channeling for myself right now. And, you know, maybe this is helping you in some way. And I can still hear these energies kind of like putting their hands on me and hugging me and just being like, girl, you're doing it. Like, you're doing what you've been wanting to do. Stop putting so much pressure on yourself. Create the art you want to create and see who sticks around and see who shows up. So what I want to share next is that I do want to wrap up this video, but the reason why I even brought up my friend, like, I feel like I have to kind of put some sort of closure, because I like opened up this story and I didn't finish the story. I know I don't have to, but it just seems right. It's not okay how we treat each other sometimes, how we think about each other, what we say about each other, what we do to each other. It's not fun to come into the physical world and feel so new and feel so defenseless, because you don't understand what's going on. You don't understand how people are seeing you the way they're seeing you. You don't understand how people are seeing your friends the way they're seeing your friends. You know, to have something happen that you don't understand, that's also hurting you emotionally and mentally. It's hard. So I will continue to have beautiful visions of gorgeous nights in my life where people can gather to experience true connection, and we will try to find shelter, emotional and mental shelter, away from the emotional and mental hardships that we faced to come together and heal in community. And I want to create this safe space. I had this lesson about being more careful about, I don't even know if that's the lesson. I also experienced a hurricane through all this. One of the first things that I saw after, it's like, and I don't want you guys like feeling bad for me while you hear this story, but thank you for listening to this. It's been not as perfect as I would like it to be, as usual. I think that should be something I say all the time, because it's, the perfectionist in me is thriving. She's just finding little reasons why not to move forward, because it's never going to be how she wants it to be, so she might as well just give up. What a story that is. But that's not going to work for me. So I'm trying to collaborate with this energy and let this energy know that maybe it was perfect, that I didn't really finish any of these stories, that I left them all kind of up in the air. Maybe you have a bunch of questions. If you have questions, you'll put them in the comments. If something didn't make sense to you, you'll ask about it. If you're formulating a story about me and it's incorrect, then it'll get cleared up at some point. It doesn't have to be as intense as my experiences of the perceptions of others don't have to be as intense as my mind makes them out to seem, because of the experiences I've had in my past that still live in my energy field. It seems Like I must be hyper aware of others, what others are thinking of me, and, you know, constantly understand what people think of me so that, you know, they're not thinking something that's untrue. That's what's been coming up a lot for me. And I think you might be getting from that, like, wow, this girl must have had like a really time having friends in her life. And like, yeah, I've been having a really hard time with having friends. Not only because of these experiences I've had with people like not getting the right story about me or not really understanding who I actually am, but also finding people that can be supportive of me wanting to be a YouTuber, me wanting to tour the entire world, me wanting to travel the entire world with a suitcase and a backpack. I mean, I didn't travel the entire world. I just wanted to freely travel with a suitcase and a backpack. I make that mistake a lot. I will say world travel, but I traveled to Europe and through America. So I just gotta say, traveling in Europe and America with a suitcase and a backpack. You know, I've done these, as my dad would say, unconventional things. Last time we talked, he actually asked me, would you call these things unconventional? I'm like, no, like, because to me, it's so normal what I'm doing. Like, why would I not do what I'm doing? Like, it fits perfect and it makes so much sense to me. But then I experience other people that, you know, will think I'm throwing my life away or doing something stupid. And I'm just like, how do you see that? I don't. And my empathic, compassionate self is like, let me go to your frame and see how you're seeing me. But then I'm gonna see myself as like stupid and irresponsible, and like that's not gonna feel good. Usually one of the ways I connect with people is I drop into their lens. I not like drop in, but like I look into how they must be looking at things. Like I love doing that. It's one of my favorite things to experience, the perspective of others, to leave my own perspective, to see how something is being seen, how someone is feeling something that would be different than myself. And when what someone is seeing and what something is feeling is actually myself, and I must go outside of myself to see what they're thinking and what they're feeling about me, and it happens to be something incredibly negative and hurtful towards me, something I once loved to do becomes something difficult. And I'm like, oh, they see me expressing narcissism. Okay. They see me expressing an eating disorder. They see me expressing ugliness. You know, those are some of the things that people have seen in me that have hurt. And I don't know how much longer I want to talk about it for. It's felt really good to talk about it, though. It feels like I've produced a great piece of music of some kind. It's kind of the feeling I'm getting. But yeah, if you're gonna be here with me, be good to me. And I hope I can be part of your experience in a good way. Thank you for watching this video. I hope that you are mindful of the stories you tell about others, questioning the thinking mind constantly. Maybe not constantly, because that might not feel great, but being curious, you know, oh, you think that person's really struggling with their mental health? Why do you think that? Why are you thinking that about this person? Is that helpful to you to see someone that way? Is it true? How do you know this information? For the record, I think I'm thriving with my mental health. It's been the best it's been in a really long time. And I think hopefully I'll always say that. Hopefully it just keeps getting better and better, because I have so many tools and so much access to so much that helps my mental health, my physical health, my emotional health. I wish that when I was experiencing truly horrible mental health, I wish I didn't have the shame that came with that. I think I would have sought out different sources of help. I don't know. I think I would have been more honest with my friends and more honest with my family if the shame didn't stop me. But yeah, mental health, that's a big topic. Emotional health. Dreams of a big, nice world tour where I can be in a room full of people, pouring my heart out to them, expressing my voice. It's my choice what I'll do next, what I'll say next. So I remember that choice. I remember that responsibility. Be kind to your friends. Be so overly kind and generous to your communities, and build true relationships, build true connections. I hope I get to connect with you more. Let me know in the comments what you think of this video, how it helped you, any questions you have, anything you wish I would never talk about, anything you wish I would talk about more. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you feel, so that I'm not making up a story about it. We shouldn't make up stories about each other. I think it's painful to the one that's making up the story and the one that's being made up too. So it's been cool to get to talk about something like this. Be curious. Be slow to design the stories that you design with your mind. Be slow with it, because they're more powerful than you know. And I'm excited for the next time that I sit here to create something for you. Thank you for answering the call to be here in this space with me. Until next time.